welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am so excited to share with you guys, well, I don't know if I'm so excited, but I'm willing to share with you guys what I spend in a month in my business. So I did a what I spend in a week, my personal expenses living here in Nashville. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll link it in the description box. But I mentioned in that video, because I didn't include my business expenses, if you guys want to see what I spend in a month in my business, which tends to be a lot more because you got to spend money to make money, as they say. And running a business is very, very expensive. I've been doing this for 3 years. I love sharing the behind the scenes of running my business. It's so fulfilling. If you don't know, I'm the founder of Dream Daily, a stationery company for driven young women. And I'm just so excited to give you a peek behind the curtain of things that I pay for every month, pretty much, in my business. This is also a business with very low overhead. I don't have a physical store. I don't have any employees. I actually don't even give myself a salary from this business yet. I pay myself through content creation, and I'm hoping in 2023 to also give myself a salary from Dream Daily. Pretty much everything that I make from Dream Daily goes back into the business. So yeah, we are just gonna share all those things today. So I have 2 business credit cards. I have a Discover student one that I'm starting to not use, but if you're a student and you're looking for a first credit card, I will link it below because it is a really good one. I used it for a few years. Then I realized I needed one with a higher spending limit, so I got an American Express. So if you're interested in American Express Business Gold Card or any of their cards, do your own research, but I will leave my referral link below if you're looking for a new card and we can get some points together. We're looking at the month of August, so I do have a lot of just reoccurring subscriptions. For example, I have Flowdesk, which is an email marketing platform. That's $19 a month. I have Canva Pro, which allows me to use in both my businesses, make thumbnails, but also social graphics and things like that. That's $12.99. And then I have the Adobe Creative Cloud Suite. So this gives me access to, I think, most of their products, but I mainly just use it for InDesign, sometimes Photoshop, sometimes Illustrator. Maybe I should look at actually changing that to just paying for InDesign. I don't know if it would be less. That also may be the student rate. And then more just different fees that pop up. My Shopify fee, this is to host my website, my business on Shopify, and also to pay for some extra apps to be able to do cool things on the site, is $71.36. I use QuickBooks to manage all my finances, and for accounting, I'm gonna need to pay more for this soon, but for now, it's the lowest membership, and that's $16.46. And then I have an Otis AI subscription. I actually did a video with them if you're curious. They helped me put together my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok ads, that kind of thing. And that is $9 a month. Oh, and then another monthly occurring expense is ShipStation. This is the software that connects with Shopify that allows me to print postage and ship out your orders. And that is $31.83. So I think that's all for my reoccurring monthly fees. I'm gonna tally those up real quick. So this is how much I'm spending in just reoccurring subscriptions. Again, it's good for me to go through every now and then and make sure I'm still using all of these. Some of these are gonna get a little bit more expensive. I'm moving into a better email platform for e-commerce, and that's gonna jump up like $100, I think. So I'm like waiting till the last minute till I need to do that. But quite a bit of money to just kind of do the everyday things in my business. One of my biggest expenses every month is postage. So in case you guys don't know, when I have a customer pay for shipping, you can have them pay for all of shipping, a part of shipping, free shipping. My customers pay a part of the shipping. So it's $4.50 when you purchase just one product, a workbook or a journal from my store to ship within the United States. And so the customer pays $4.50 and I cover the rest, which could be anywhere up to $6. But I also have to pay the full amount of postage first, and then Shopify will reimburse me once I get the payment from the customer. So what's really great about my American Express is I get 4 times the points on my postage, and I use stamps.com. So I am getting 4 times the points on all of the postage that I buy. So I have a bunch of transactions just where I had to refill my account to pay for these things. So all my postage for the month, it wasn't actually a huge sales month with just individual orders. I sold a lot in wholesale and the retailer pays for that shipping as well. But with all of these things, my postage was only about $420, which is really good. If I'm shipping a lot of international orders or I just have a really big launch or sales month, I've seen it where I pay over $1,000 in postage. Again, some of that gets reimbursed when you guys pay for shipping, but it is a big amount coming out of the credit card. All right, then I just have a few, I think 2 times I got coffee for like a business meeting. So that cost me a Killabrew coffee was $7.56. And then I also went to The Well here in Nashville and that was $7.01. And then I traveled this month and put one of my baggage fees on the business card because I was going to California for some business things. So that was $30. I could have put both, but I ended up just doing one. And then I had to pay actually the membership fee. This was my first month opening the American Express card. And for this gold business card, the membership fee is $295 a year. So that came out of this first month's statement. Another big expense is my brand designer. So I am paying monthly to pay off the fabulous woman who did my branding for Dream Daily. We did a rebrand. We started working together in April. I announced the rebrand in June, and then I'm still paying off monthly, and that's $500 a month. So if you're working with a really great brand designer, website designer, anything like that, it can get very expensive. So yeah, $500 a month. We've been going for quite a few months. You guys can figure out it's a couple $1,000 investment. So, but I'm thankful she offers a payment plan, so I can just pay $500 a month and not thousands up front. Okay, and then my biggest, I think that's all for the little things. My biggest expense, I bought some new inventory, not of workbooks, of a new merch item that I'm hoping is gonna come out early October. Fingers crossed it all is working out. So my manufacturer for shipping and the actual product inventory, I paid $1,243.35. Very big expense. Inventory is one of my biggest expenses. So when I'm doing my accounting for the month, it doesn't show up as an expense of $1,243. It's actually going to show up when I sell the inventory as a cost of goods. Yeah, that's not going to look like a huge deduction from my income statement just in August. It's going to be spaced out over how long I sell the inventory for. So we're going to do some quick math and I'm going to get a total for myself and for you and we'll talk about it. Oh, and I also had an Amazon payment. I think I had to buy things like bubble wrap, some other tape, and I also bought a new label printer to have one at my parents' house so my mom could help me out with shipping there. And so that Amazon purchase was $149.48, and that's actually with a discount on the label printer. Usually the label printers by themselves are like $300, but I had an Amazon gift card, so that brought that down. So my total for how much I spent in my business in the month of August, not too bad compared to so many businesses out there, but it is a lot of money. $2,869.94. So like I said, could I be spending a little bit less and be a little bit more strict with my finances? Yes, and I know that I need to, especially as we're going into a recession. In a recession, you know what they keep saying, and I need to make really smart business decisions. But also $1,200 of this is inventory, which I'm going to make back and more. So it's, like I said, you have to spend money to make money. It's a lot of money coming out of my account throughout the month. But when I look at what it's going towards, you can kind of justify it. So I hope that was interesting to you guys. You can kind of see what my business expenses are. Again, this is low because I have no overhead, and really the biggest thing I have to pay for is inventory. And then of course, if I took a salary from this, that would cost me as well. But I hope this was helpful and interesting, and maybe you learned something. Maybe this makes you want to start your own business. Maybe it's prohibiting you and you're like, oh, I don't want to be spending that much a month. And again, it fluctuates. Like the month before, I bought $5,000 worth of inventory. It fluctuates, and then most months I don't buy any inventory at all. So it fluctuates a ton, but here is just a snapshot of August and what I spent in the month. I hope you guys found this helpful and or interesting. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.